Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. Now before I get on with the video, let me just say this real quick. I just want to apologize. I know I haven't uploaded a video in a while. Okay, I do apologize. I'm sorry. I've just been really busy. Something else in my personal life has been taking up a lot of my time, and it hasn't really left me with many opportunities to actually make a video, even though there were a lot of things that have been happening within the time since I've uploaded my last video up until now, that I have wanted to make videos about them, but I just never had the time. And I just wanted to apologize for that. But I am back, and hopefully I can finally go back to uploading on a more regular schedule. Now when I saw this, I knew immediately that I wanted to make a video about this. So a little bit of context for anyone who doesn't know what's happening. So, for anyone who doesn't know, The Mandalorian aired its very last episode. And in the very last episode, during the last, I think the third act of the episode, something happened that caught a lot of people's attention. Something happened that basically got to a lot of people, including the person that we are talking about here. Well, one of the people that we're talking about here being Star Wars Theory. Star Wars Theory, for anyone who doesn't know, is probably the biggest Star Wars YouTuber on this platform, and he made a reaction, as he always does, a live reaction to the latest episode of The Mandalorian. And in that episode, I guess spoilers for anyone who hasn't watched it, but I feel like by now, if you've been on the internet, you already know what happens. But Luke Skywalker showed up in the very last episode of The Mandalorian, and it is the Luke Skywalker that we have always wanted to see. This is the Luke Skywalker that people have waited years to see, and were so disappointed when they went to see The Last Jedi and all they saw was this coward who ditched everyone to go drink green soy milk on a piece of rock on whatever planet in the middle of buttfuck nowhere. Who knows where the fuck he is, but that's what Luke Skywalker did, and people were so disappointed in what they saw. That's why when this episode of The Mandalorian aired, and we got to see that Luke Skywalker, the Luke Skywalker that we always wanted to see, people lost their minds. Star Wars Theory included. Like if you saw his live stream, then you'll know the guy basically cried because this guy, like, whether you agree with his opinions or not, you cannot deny this guy loves Star Wars. Okay, this guy, the second he saw Luke Skywalker, the hero that so many people have wanted to see, it got to him. And he's not the only ones. Like, seriously, if you just look up Luke Skywalker reaction Mandalorian, you'll see many people who did reactions to the episode. You can see them bawling their eyes out, just seeing Luke Skywalker, getting to see their hero on screen after so long, and definitely not getting it in The Last Jedi. It got to people. Okay, Star Wars Theory wasn't the only one. But unfortunately, and what ended up happening is that someone at Lucasfilm has once again given us just more proof as to why so many people fucking hate Lucasfilm, and they hate the people who work there. And not just Lucasfilm. This is a problem that is plaguing Hollywood, but I'm not going to talk about that. I'm just going to focus on Lucasfilm for now. But if you've been following me for a while, if you've been watching my videos, you'll know that one of the things that always pisses me off about Hollywood now is that Hollywood seems to hire people to be in charge of these franchises that we love, that we as fans have loved for years. And yet now they've been taken over by people who actively hate this franchise, and not only hate the franchise, they hate the people who have been supporting these franchises for years. And Star Wars Theory is without a doubt one of those people. He is someone who has been supporting Star Wars for years, even long before the Disney trilogy ever came out. And if you saw his live stream again, you'll know that he lost his shit. During this scene, specifically when Luke Skywalker shows up, he got all emotional, he started crying. And again, he's not the only one. But again, Pablo Hidalgo, for anyone who doesn't know, is someone who works over at Lucasfilm. And I think he's one of the writers for the whole Let's Get High Republic, that whole bullshit. And he apparently saw this, and he decided to chime in with an opinion. Now, this is a tweet posted by Star Wars Theory. This is the post that Pablo Hidalgo posted. And by the way, he deleted this because Pablo Hidalgo is a fucking coward. He posted this tweet and he said, and this is in response to this, basically. In response to this, he said, "Emotions are not for sharing." let's just stop right here for a second. This guy, Star Wars Theory, decided to record himself live reacting to the episode, and he basically, like, a ton of people saw him basically breaking down, crying over seeing someone that he looks up to, a character that he looks up to. You know, we all have one. We all have a character in fiction that we look up to. For him, it's Luke Skywalker, and it's not just him. It's the same with millions of people. They have all looked up to Luke Skywalker, not the one in Return of the Jedi, obviously. And when he got to see him, he as a fan, like when you saw Star Wars Theory and you saw him, you know, crying over seeing Luke Skywalker, all I saw and what a lot of people saw was a fan showing how he feels about what he's seeing on screen. That's what fans do. We fans, like, real fans are never afraid to show how they feel about, you know, these franchises that they love. That's what a real fan does. They're never afraid to show how they feel about this. And that's what Star Wars Theory did. He basically shared how he felt about that episode with his fans. And this guy, this idiot, this fucking piece of shit decided to look at that and say emotions are not for sharing. Dude, go fuck yourself, okay? If you say this, then you are not a fan. You're just a cynical piece of shit who hates his job, who hates his life, and hates the fans who have basically built the franchise that you are now working for, that is paying you, that is signing your paycheck. Go fuck yourself. And this idiot says, if you feel compelled to have an emotional reaction to Star Wars, by all means have one. Hell, I almost cried at Crate in the theater, and I've never cried at a movie theater in my life. But don't artificially recreate that shit for your millions of followers. So he looked at this and he thought that he just did this for views. He thought that he just did this because he wanted to, you know, like he was basically just trying to clickbait people. He was trying to trick people into thinking that he actually had this. No, it's not possible at all that he actually had this emotion. It's not possible at all that you're looking at a fan who has been waiting years to see his idol on screen again, get disappointed by a fucking movie that completely misunderstood who this character was. And then when he finally gets a chance to see him on screen again, it just gets to him and he just decided to let it all out. No, it's not possible that that's what happened. It's just a guy being fake. Sure, of course, sure. And then Pablo Hidalgo, this fucking idiot, decided to block him. Because of course he did. Because this guy is just another Hollywood piece of shit who never has any courage in his convictions, who will just say whatever the fuck they want, and then the second they get called out on it, they delete their tweets and then they block them. Because they're all cowards. This is why people are turning their backs on Hollywood. This is why so many people are not supporting Hollywood anymore, because people are waking up. They're starting to see that Hollywood is full of people who do not give a shit about the fans who support them, the fans who basically sign their paychecks. They don't care about you. That's why they're leaving. That's why people are focusing on just making their own shit, because they don't want to support someone who just looks at them and who looks at them with nothing but contempt. If you ever wanted to know why so many people are ditching Hollywood, just look at this. And then Star Wars Theory chimes in and says, Pablo chimes in to make fun, deletes the tweet, then puts one of them as his header. How is this acceptable for someone so high up at Lucasfilm? I'm going to talk about this in a second. You're telling people it's not okay to have emotions about the work your company produces, and you make fun of them for crying. Not okay. And then, of course, the replies. The Republic, Brian Rebellion says, I'm so sorry this happened to you. This is completely unacceptable behavior. You don't deserve the hate that you get, especially from higher ups at Lucasfilm. And then Mr. Death Fox, I got a screenshot of the original post you retweeted that was deleted as well. I try to stay as far away from these types of topics as much as possible, but something needs to be done about this employee. And then Star Wars Theory says he's going to make a video about this. I haven't seen it yet. I still haven't checked to see whether or not he did indeed post a video about it. But yeah, people are, they're automatically just calling this guy out for being the absolute piece of crap that he is. Ichibaka even posted on his website, Disney Star Wars is dumb, which, by the way, go follow Ichibaka, absolutely fantastic. And then you can see it right here, Pablo Hidalgo mocks reaction to Luke Skywalker. This is the idiot right here. And you see this is a video someone's posted. This isn't Star Wars Theory's original video. This is a video someone made where they took his reaction and they edited in the scene of, you know, Luke Skywalker where he shows up and just, you know, destroys the Dark Troopers. Now, obviously, he didn't have it on his actual live stream because, you know, copyright and all that, but someone decided to edit it in, as you usually do. You see these types of videos all the time where they take reactions where they don't have the actual footage on screen because they can't, because they don't want to get in trouble for copyright, and they edit in, which I don't know why it's okay for them to do it, but Sure, that's YouTube. And then you can see the responses right here. This is absolutely, it's insane. It's again, once again, proof that these people are just absolutely insane, and why so many people have left them. And you can see multiple people have already made videos about this. Oh, okay, so he did post a video about this. I haven't seen it yet, but I'd recommend you go watch it. Geeks and Gamers did a video. Drunk 3PO did a video. Echo Base Network. Yellow Flash. Mr. H Reviews. It's just Black Jedi. And again, all these people have made videos calling this guy out for being the absolute piece of shit that he actually is. Because how dare fans show their emotions for, you know, this a product that you put out? How dare you? How dare you tell me that you like what I made? How dare you? What are you, 5? And then this guy, this idiot, this guy, Adam Lance Garcia, I calls Star Wars Theory a grifter. Look at this. In Star Wars Theory's defense, he is in fact a grifter. Wait, not defense, the other thing. This guy is just, it's more crap from people who have no idea what the fuck they're talking about. Now, I just want to talk about this for a second. How is this acceptable from someone so high up at Lucasfilm? Okay, here's the thing. I like Star Wars Theory. I do. I am a fan of his work. I do. Okay, the Vader episode that he made is absolutely fantastic, and I cannot wait to see what he does with it next. But the thing is, Star Wars Theory is also someone who stood by and didn't call out all the crap that like fans have been getting from Lucasfilm for years. He's one of the people who has stood by and just let it happen. He never called it out in any way, shape, or form. Like, it's just, he's someone who basically didn't call it out. Now, I don't know what his reasons are. I don't know if he didn't want to, like, lose whatever connections he had with Lucasfilm by basically calling them out on their crap, because I hear that, because look, that does happen, okay? 1 minute you're in their good graces, but then the second you criticize them in any way, boom, all of a sudden they want nothing to do with you. So I don't know if that was his reason or because he just didn't want to get involved with it. Whatever it is, I don't know and I don't care. But the thing is, Star Wars Theory, you ask how is this acceptable for someone so high up at Lucasfilm? Well, people like me and so many people on this platform, like, this isn't new. This doesn't surprise us in any way. Like, we've known this about them for years. Ever since The Last Jedi came out, some would argue even a little bit before. Like, anytime someone said that they didn't like The Last Jedi, they get called out for being an ist or a phobe. And then someone at Lucasfilm will just go out and say that, hey, if you're seeing people not liking The Last Jedi, ignore them because they're just a bunch of basement-dwelling, cousin-humping man babies. Like, this isn't new. And I don't understand. Like, here's the thing. Even if he didn't talk about this, he should know about this. Like, he should know about this. I mean, if you're on the internet, if you're on Twitter, like, you should see this. You should know about this, especially if you follow Star Wars. But anyway, those are just my thoughts on this. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. Okay, if you like this video and if you like what I do here, please remember to like, share, and please consider clicking on the subscribe button if you want to really support my channel. And if you did click on the subscribe button, please make sure to click on the bell icon, because that way you will be notified whenever I post a new video. And speaking of which, again, I am sorry that I haven't been uploading as much lately. My personal life's taken up a lot of my time, and I haven't had really a lot of opportunities to make videos about them, even though there are topics that I have wanted to make videos about. But you know what? Maybe I'll save them for the live stream whenever I end up, going back to doing live streams, which should be very, very soon, by the way. Very, very soon, I'm finally going to go back to doing live streams. I miss those. I miss going live. I miss hanging out with you guys. I miss talking to you guys about what the hell's going on, all the crap that's going on in pop culture. But again, that should be happening very, very soon. So you guys have a good day as always. Please remember to stay safe and take care of yourselves. And please join me for the next video. Bye for now.